Hello, everybody. Welcome back once again. Wednesday night edition of Inside the Headset as we're going to roll over here to the community of Blackman High School. Going to talk to the head coach of the Blackman Blaze, head coach Chandler Tygard. How you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm doing good, Storf. What's up with you?
Oh, I've been talking to a lot of coaches across the state and just trying to find out what everybody's doing. And I just got off the phone with Rick Rice, and we're moving around and going to talk with you. I want to go out to the game tomorrow night, and like a lot of people, I just got off the phone with Rick Rice. He's going out to the game tomorrow night, and so out scouting around and enjoying high school football, I guess. I guess that's what we're going to do, and want to get over there early, I guess.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be there. I might as well go since I can walk there from my house. So I don't know. I'll just park here and walk over.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. Well, Coach, it's been 2 weeks since we talked to you, maybe even 3 since my video ruined. But anyway, you did play at Summit High School, and you went over there and played, put the Blaze on the road. And talk to us a little bit about that game and kind of rewinding it. It's been about 14 days since you played that one, but talk to us a little bit about the Summit game because Coach Hester said they're really good.
Oh yeah, Summit's awesome. I'll be shocked if Destin Wade doesn't win Mr. Football. I know Momo is going to be a good candidate for it, but pretty much it was the Destin Wade show. You know, I think he ran 6 times, and 4 of them were for touchdowns for about 60 yards plus every time. I told somebody after the game, he looks like, you know, when you play Madden and you create a player, you know, you're going to be one of those dual threat quarterbacks that can fly, and he's 6'5", 220 pounds and can run. So he's pretty much exactly what I create back in the day, you know, when I was a little kid playing video games. And that's what it looked like on that Friday.
Well, and does he got some weapons he can flip it to?
Yeah, I mean his twin brother, you know, plays running back,
right,
outside linebacker, and you know he reminds us a lot of Elijah Herring over at Riverdale, so he's really solid. And then they've got I think his name's Brady, number 13, is the best probably player other than the Wade brothers on the team, and he's a super solid safety and slot receiver. And we double-teamed him right there before the half with 13 seconds left. We knew it was going to him, double-teamed him, and he still came down with a 70-yard touchdown catch. So, you know, when you tell the kids exactly who they're going to throw to, you put 2 of them on them, and they still catch it. There's not much you could do after that.
No. And then that game ended, and then it was a short time to lick any wounds as you travel and you go. I mean, and it's still. I mean, people say, "Y'all, it's just over to Williamson County," but around here it takes forever to get it just to get up to the Dairy Queen. But you know, you get home late from that, then you swap video and you get ready for Stewart's Creek. We were there at that game, and you know, that game was a back-and-forth game there for a little while, and I felt like just the only thing was your defense broke down there a couple of times and really just didn't have much of an answer for Gabe Walker. But other than that, thought the Baby Blaze played a pretty good ball game.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's offensively we did some good things. You know,
yeah, that's what yardage. I guess I was trying to say. Yeah, in the offensive,
yeah,
you were a little more successful in scoring quick.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of saw flashes of what the future is with the offense, and you know, Jack and Peyton both did really well at quarterback. Justin Brown had another good night. Then Marshall had 9 catches. So offensively, we were pretty happy with what we were doing. Defense, you know, we didn't do as good a job as we could have. We kind of gone back to the drawing board moving forward on defensively, and you know, we just kind of had some come to Jesus moments, and especially when it comes to, like, we're already the Baby Blaze playing a lot of young players, but you know, we're getting even younger. You know, we started a sophomore slot receiver, Anthony Collier, last week.
Yep.
And there's probably a couple more kids that are coming up that are going to start to participate. We brought up a bunch of freshmen this week to see what they're going to add, and you know, that's our freshman team. I'm just so proud of them. We could have started with a couple of those players, but we wanted them to have an awesome freshman season and understand winning from the freshman standpoint.
Well, and another thing
Bringing
is,
them up,
well, and I was getting ready to say another thing is about this team is that you're coaching now. A lot of the guys, even though they are older, they have not played 6A football. I mean, they just, but they're athletes, Coach. I mean, you got some guys on the sideline that look great in the uniform, but they don't have a whole lot of football experience, and being a football player and being an athlete is 2 different things on Friday night.
Well, that's 100% right. So we've got 3 kids on the team that actually played 6A varsity football last year on the entire team. We had a couple that rotated in, but no true starters. So we had 3 guys back on defense, and that's about it. And so everybody else, even if they're a junior or they're a senior, they're a first-time starter, and you can do everything right Sunday through Thursday, but you put 5,000 people in the stands and different bands and all the excitement that comes with our football games, especially when we're at our place. We've got all this, rocking atmosphere, and it's affected us, honestly, a little bit. You definitely saw it in the Riverdale game earlier this year, just the huge atmosphere, game of the week.
Yep.
And it just threw our kids for a loop. But I do think the more we do it and the more kids that are returning, right now we'll return probably 17 starters next year. So I don't like to talk about next year yet, but at the same time, they're getting in all these huge games and huge moments, and it's only going to help us moving forward. Unfortunately, we've dropped, some games we didn't want to, but I do think it's going to help, as we move forward.
Yeah, and this game Friday night is a game that you need right now in the schedule, and you take on an Antioch that's currently sitting at 0-5, but it's not going to be a pushover. Coach, they are going to have the eye test when they step off the bus, and you're going to see a lot of speed, and they can get dangerous even though it's looking at 0-5. I've seen some of those kids coming out of there, and it can get dangerous really quick with an Antioch Bear team.
Yeah, and honestly, we don't really talk about records or any of that kind of stuff. Coach Williams over there, I've talked to him a lot this week. He does a great job. I'm really proud of what he's trying to do over there, because I've been in that kind of situation before, sitting at our first year at North Jackson. He's doing study halls with his kids. He's doing a bunch of team building on Thursdays. They're staying later after their walkthrough and actually watching movies together. He's playing games to where, he can kind of raise money for his program. I mean, they're playing Innsworth after they play us, and, that's tough sledding, for Coach Williams. But I respect the heck out of him and all those players they got over there, and they're going to give us our best shot. And nobody feels sorry for us either, so it is what it is, and everybody's trying to get better, and, that's part of the game of football. And, it's going to be an exciting night. It's Military Appreciation Night, first responder night for us. We've got the Black Hawk helicopter delivering the game ball. We got the full-size American flag and pregame. We got camouflage shirts, and we're letting everybody in free with a military or first responder ID. Not to mention we've got all the, Station 11 boys over there right next to us that we go and eat pregame meal with every day, or every Friday night. So they're coming over too, and it's just going to be really neat for our Black man community to kind of give back to all the veterans we got and give them a special shout out. And, the National Guard, they got the big helmet. So it's just going to be a big, awesome night. I think it's going to be really exciting on Friday just to give back to all those guys too.
Well, and there's been as you would say, that nobody's nice, and nobody's being nice. Well, I mean, Rick Rice can tell you he went through a complete season and got his brains beat in the first year. Nobody was nice to him, So as far as that goes, and I mean, I saw Will's first year. It was kind of scary for him. His first year coaching Riverdale. And it's an adjustment. It's not easy to play in this county, and especially in our region. And now everybody's right out your back door, like Cretan's Clearwater Revival said, and everybody knows each other. And but it's a lot of fun, and it's made for some great gates and a lot of good memories and a lot of good games and a lot of good football left to play, Coach. So it's not over with yet. We've still got 3 or 4 more
weeks. And you're 100% right on the gates. We've done an awesome job creating an awesome home atmosphere, and I think going in next year we have 7 home games. This is our final home game of the season this year, but I think now we've kind of shown our community, like, wow, this is an awesome place to come catch a football game and check out that atmosphere. And, what we're doing offensively is really exciting. And so we've seen a lot of financial aspects. We're only having 4 games. That's a huge deal.
Yep.
So we've made it. I mean, we're going to break every attendance record, I think, next year. And fundraising record. That's kind of was one of my goals when I got here, because we did the same thing at North Jackson. And, we got the game of the week already in one of the first couple games of our tenure there, and so we're going on the right path. But we're about to hit the road now, so we've got a travel squad, and we don't. You got to earn the right to hit the road after this week, and it's different guys every game, and so that's a big deal for some of our younger kids. They've got to actually get in and play well on scout team to actually make the travel squad for these away games.
Good.
That's a big deal for those kids, and it keeps them super motivated. So everybody's really into it. They're all on board. There's really no negativity at all, Stork. It's still regardless of the record, it's been a great year, and I think we're learning a lot, and we're just going to keep getting better. We've got some big region games coming up, and Rockvale, you already mentioned them, they're much improved, and so that's going to be a huge probably.
That's going to be a great,
game.
Yep. That's going to be a big one, and I mean that's and saying talking about the record, but it doesn't make any difference. I mean, you wouldn't have known if you went out. I mean, last year or the year before, even when you got to week 9, if you'd have went out to a Rockvale game week 9 and them not knowing they're going to the playoffs, you'd be quite surprised how many people are in the stands. I mean, that community out there, no matter what, they're thick and thin. And yours has got a lot of the same, same blood. I mean, that orange blood is pretty strong.
Yeah, and it's awesome. I mean, it's been so much fun to come back to the 6A football in Tennessee. Just how much our community supports our team, and how fired up everybody gets for Friday nights, and honestly how good we travel on the road. Our students, they traveled up to Summit really well, and they're about to start getting a lot of road games, and it's an awesome part to be a part of football in Rutherford County right now, especially how strong our county is across the board. I'll take all of our teams against a lot of other regions and a lot of other areas in the state. It's kind of it's the SEC of high school football, and that's exactly why I came up here, man.
Yeah, and no doubt it goes fast on Friday night. I loved catching the highlights and watching the kids flow on Friday night. There's just nothing like it because the atmosphere and the competition is at the top level, and just it's just a lot of good football players out there flying around that they won't be playing on Saturday, but they're good football players for Friday night. But
no doubt.
Anyway, Coach, good luck against the Antioch Bears, and we will talk to you next week.
All right, sounds good, Stork. Thanks for calling.
All right, thanks. Bye.